Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Sarah from Dishing Out Wealth, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how you can create consistent content on social media. So whether you are starting out on social media or you already have a business or you already have a large platform, this content is going to be for you. These are proven tips and tricks that we have used with our clients personally to see massive success growth. So we want to share some of our favorite secrets with you. But before we get started, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel because we make new content every Monday and Thursday. We make videos all about financial education, budgeting advice, social media, business growth hacks, and so much more. So we would love it if you would stick around. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with our video today. Creating consistent content on social media can really be time consuming and exhausting if you don't know where to start. So like I was saying earlier, whether you have your own business, a large platform, a small platform, it doesn't really matter. It is so important to create content to put out there for your followers and to gain new followers. So therefore, when they come back to your social channels, they're able to go to your business page or your website or whatever and really see what you're all about, and therefore you have a higher chance of getting more customers or clients, which is all the most important thing and something that we should all really strive for. But again, creating content is time consuming and it can be kind of confusing and knowing where to start. So that's why today we're going to be sharing our best tips for how you can create consistent content so you can see growth on your social media and therefore growth with your business. So let's get started with tip number 1 on how to create content without it overtaking your life. All of these tips kind of tie together, but we're going to start off with the most basic one, and that is to take the content that you're already creating on one platform and multiply it across a whole bunch of different ones. So if you have Facebook and you're making a whole bunch of posts on Facebook and your Twitter is a little stagnant and your Instagram isn't really growing, then just go ahead and take those posts you're doing on Facebook and multiply it against all platforms. Of course, doing everything that each platform requires. So Twitter, you couldn't post a long post like you would on Facebook or Instagram, so you just shorten it up a little bit, use kind of the same wording you've already used on Facebook and just put it on Twitter. And same with Instagram. You can do a long form, you can do a short form, really whatever it is you want to do. Just go ahead and take that content from Facebook and just put it on Instagram. Same can go with Pinterest. So just making sure once you already have one content created, why not just multiply it across all platforms? This way you're going to be promoting your stuff as much as possible and it's going to be seen by a whole bunch of other eyes and people who are maybe in different niches from you that can also discover you. So something to think about, and the next time you are creating a post for one platform, consider doing it for multiple platforms. And then once you've already created content for that one platform, then multiplying that content across other platforms, then go ahead and take a look at the blog post or anything about your site or whatever it is you're wanting to promote, and then look at that post specifically and say, okay, well, what else am I talking about in this blog post or anything like that I could then talk about something different while promoting that same type of content. So for example, if you have a blog and you were talking all about produce, and you're just really wanting to put that on Facebook and you just talk all about your produce. But in that blog, you have 6 different categories of things that you're talking about. Organic produce, how to buy clean produce, what to look out for, how to wash your produce. All of that is in one blog post. Take all of that content that is in that one post and then make 6 different posts out of it. And that way you're still promoting that same blog on produce, but you're promoting it in a different way. So instead of saying, hey, I have all of this fresh produce and this is, some different ways to use it, you can say, okay, well, I've come up with a list of these produce items that are really great for you to buy organic, and here's my post talking about it. And then the next post could be how I wash my produce. Here's my blog post. And this way you're promoting your content over and over and over without it sounding dull or repetitive. The next way to create consistent content on social media is to make sure that you are cross-promoting, because if you are cross-promoting, you are getting your stuff out to multiple different platforms. It's kind of like what we said earlier with just taking your content, regurgitating it, and putting it back on different platforms. By creating cross-promoting content, it's going to show people that you don't just do your own content, you're also doing other people's content. And cross-promoting, yes, it can be putting your content on different platforms, but it can also be grabbing other people's content and putting it on your platform. So if you are on Instagram, you can just go ahead and share someone's post on your Instagram stories, and then it would notify them that you shared their post, and then your stuff would be able to be seen by them and even their followers, and then you can get more people from that. Same with Facebook. If you like something that someone else is doing, go ahead and post it on your Facebook account, tag them, it'll notify them you shared it, they'll like it and possibly share it with their followers and therefore get your name out more. You can also cross promote by joining groups. They have Facebook groups, Instagram pods, that kind of stuff. So try to take advantage of that, because if you are posting on those types of platforms, and you are able to get other content in order to use for your site. So that's a great way to have consistent content. That way it doesn't show that your feed is all about you. So now what do we do with all of this content that we've already created? The third way to really get yourself to be consistent on social media is to use a scheduling platform. I cannot stress this enough, you guys. It is so important to have a scheduling app for social media, because honestly, who has the time to be on social media every single day, multiple hours a day? I know I certainly don't. It's exhausting, and we forget and we get busy doing other things. So some social media scheduling apps that I personally really love to use, and that Dishing Out Wealth uses for our clients, we do Tailwind, Later.com, Hootsuite, and all of those other types of things. But those are really the main platforms that we use because they're trusted and they show great results. There are free versions of some of these. You can do Hootsuite for completely $0 a month, same with Later.com. But if you do pay a little bit of money for these scheduling platforms, then you are able to dive in and see the analytics. Later.com, if you pay the basic monthly fee, they will actually tell you the times that are best to post for your account for Instagram. That's huge. So that's something that you are really interested in. I would highly recommend paying that small fee every single month, because then they're able to best use your analytics for your platform. And then you are going to see more engagement. You can track how things are doing and that kind of stuff. So all of that stuff is great. We do have an affiliate link for Tailwind, so if that is something that you are interested in, you can check out the link in the description box below. Tailwind is a great use of the scheduling platforms because it also really helps with Pinterest, and it schedules your pins for you. It's able to tell you when to post, what to post, that kind of stuff. It is really helpful, and I've seen some major success with Pinterest when it comes to Tailwind. The next way to create consistent content for your social media is to actually schedule it yourself and make the time to create your content. So if you sit down and you have your phone out in front of you and you're ready to post on Instagram, but you have no idea what to do, this will leave you scratching your head. It can make you confused, and it can just take up a lot more time because you just don't really know what to post. So just carve that time out once a week, once a month. It doesn't really matter, whatever works for you. Sit down and put all of your posts out on a spreadsheet. So if you're doing all platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, all of that, write out your content and when you want to post it. So for our clients, we have a specific social media spreadsheet that's lined out Monday through Sunday, and we list out all of the platforms that we're doing. So clients who want Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, we have different sheets for that for different days. This will include exactly what posts we are doing for Twitter, what posts exactly we're doing for Facebook, making sure it meets the requirements, and then same with Instagram. All of these, we make sure to do the research for the keywords, for the SEO, everything like that, so that way when it comes time to post or schedule, we just copy paste, stick it into the scheduler, and it's good to go, and you don't have to worry about it the rest of the week. So I would highly suggest taking that time and carving it out of your schedule to make sure that you have that content created. If you don't want to do it once a week, try every few days, try to go Monday, Tuesday, then come up with more content on Wednesday, whatever it is that really works for you. But just make sure you sit down and you have that time to create your specific content, because it will help you out so much. And then last but not least, to really create consistent content, you have to be able to do it. So if all of this stuff that we've just been talking about just sounds exhausting and it just sounds really overwhelming, then consider hiring out. I know a lot of people who are running a business and trying to do social media on the side, or having a second business and trying to do the other social media for that. And it just becomes a lot of work and it's a lot of effort. And so if that's just something that you're not really passionate about, or something that you're just not really interested in, hire out. There are a lot of places that you can go to for services like that. And Dishing Out Wealth does offer that, because we do content creation and scheduling and SEO research, keyword research, all of the stuff that is necessary for you to make sure that your social media is on board. And we do that for a lot of other clients, and they're very successful. We've seen massive growth, great engagement. Things have been upticking because the people that we're working with, they just don't want to spend the time on the social media. And so by handing it off to us, we're able to take that burden away from them and really focus our time and energy on that, so that way they can go off and do the other things that they're really passionate about. So again, hiring out isn't a bad thing. If that's something that you're interested in and it will help you grow your business overall, it's definitely worth considering. So we do offer that service. Again, if you're interested, you can contact us with the link below. Now, keep in mind that creating consistent content on social media isn't necessarily going to make you go viral. These are all things that will definitely help your success in the long run. But in order to be extremely successful with social media, make sure that you are, again, being consistent, but you're also being patient and you're being diligent. Because if you're not being patient with social media and you're just expecting results to happen really fast, then you probably will be disappointed in the long run, because this is not going to be a one size fits all kind of thing. You do have to try to modify it for what works for you, what works for your audience. So make sure that you are keeping track of your analytics, what's actually doing well for you, and then if something isn't working well, switch gears and try doing something that might work a little bit better. Also, take a look at your top performing posts. What did you do on that top performing post that made it go really well? Was it the keyword? Was it the hashtag? Was it the time of day you posted? Anything like that can really help you when it comes to the type of content you create, and as well as to be consistent. Because if you see stuff that's working really well, continue to do that. If you see things that are not working, do not continue to do those things. So we hope you found this video helpful. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you like this kind of content. And leave us a comment down below what you thought of this video and how you are using some of these tips or tricks in order to boost your social media. So we hope you guys stick around, and be sure again to check out the link in the description box for more information about dishing out wealth, as well as the services that we offer. So we'll go ahead and see you guys in our next video. Bye!